Uh, this one's going to be John Bradford and Greg Rodriguez. Some of this stuff is from John's Bones Wheels edit, and there's a bunch of outtakes that you haven't seen. Greg Rodriguez is awesome. He used to be on Pal Peralta. You can see him ripping at El Sereno Skate Park. This is one of the tricks from John's Bones Wheels part. Or was this trick not even in there? Well, you're going to see the trick, and you see a lot of the bales. Right now, John's working on a Pal Peralta video part that should be released, I don't know, in about a year. He's got about 11 tricks. I think 9 or 10 of them were all in New York. I don't know if you've seen the New York edits, but there was a lot of outtakes of the actual tricks that the guys didn't want to be seen. They want to use for their video parts. They're actual like gnarly tricks that they just didn't want on YouTube yet because they're working on parts. I had to zoom in on this kickflip because I was way too far away. I think I was filming something else. This has already been done. That's why you see it in this YouTube video. I think Adrian Lopez did that all the way through the tree. Oh, and here's some more bales of John. Also, John wants to go back and kickflip through that tree. He's been back twice, but it just keeps getting him. He's been having a lot of work. He's also having a kid. His new girlfriend's really cool. He also moved down the street from me, which is pretty sick. I think the trouble with that tree is there was like a little curb that he had to ollie up before, but you can see in that footage that we put a little sign, so I don't know, maybe he'll go back. What's up with the t-shirt being ripped? Like him and Kevin Romar always would have that. Like at the end of sessions sometimes Kevin Romar would just like rip that off and have like a half shirt. They would have to like bring 2 or 3 shirts on the session. Well, actually they're both jumpers, John and Kevin Romar, and they know how to fall. If you watch John, he always kind of like falls back onto his butt and slides. Okay, now he just made the trick so he didn't fall, but yeah. Oh, look how cool this is. Ray Corey, Andreas, Cole Pereira, and John all on the session.
Powell. I'm going to Powell Lake in like a couple months.
Powell Lake?
Yeah, I'm going to sail there for a couple
Is the lake just in the logo shape?
I'm about to put a logo on it.
Oh, the good old bump to... Look at this Charlie. Charlie sleeping there. Was he out partying the night before or something? Who's on the sesh this day? Was it Ryan Carrell? Don't say Ryan Sorrell. He corrected me at Tampa. I would always say Ryan Sorrell. He's such a character though. And there's our boy Greg Rodriguez as well on the sesh. And here's John trying to do this crew grind. It's harder than you think because it's so high. I love how in skateboarding when you work really hard on a trick, all your boys come to like congratulate you after you land it. Alright, so a little tidbit about this rail. You have to drop in on a piece of wood. So we have this really thick piece of wood, might be an inch thick, definitely more than a half an inch. It's pretty heavy every time we go grab it. But there's a station there, the park workers let us keep the wood there, so we go grab it and then we drag it down the hill, and then every day after we're done we bring it back. I think actually this rail's gone. I've been going to this rail for so long. Fabian Gosen, back in the day, he did the first kickflip frontside feeble on a handrail. I shot it, sent it to Transworld. They didn't end up using it. Grant Britton sends it back to me. I'm like, hey, why didn't you use it? And he just, I don't know, gave me a shrug. Maybe they didn't have enough pages, whatever. He didn't have enough sponsors. Yes, that's an actual thing. If you don't have enough sponsors, sometimes you just won't make it in a magazine because other guys will take precedent. I think it definitely ended up being a Bones Wheels ad, and I'm still in touch with Fabian Gosen, the kid that did the first frontside kickflip frontside feeble. Also a fun tidbit, Fabian now has a bee farm in Hawaii and does really well out there. Oh, look at this. Greg was shooting a Pal Peralta ad. I don't think either of us knew that it was going to end up being a Pal Peralta ad. But yep, that's what this ended up being, the kickflip front 50. Man, Greg gets smoked on... Actually, he gets more smoked on the next trick than he does on this handrail, which is twice the size. But yeah, he was going for broke. I think I had Chris Height and somebody else filming. Who's that? Filming for Cole, maybe? Filming from above, using my other camera. That's what this angle is. I always have like a camera or an iPhone, like, hey, if it's something really gnarly, I try to get other people to film some different angles so we have some options. Maybe try to film it like 4K so we can zoom into like 1080 and make it less shaky, or if they mess up, yeah, but that's sometimes how we get a bunch of our angles. Yeah, so next time you're complaining that you don't have a filmer, just use your iPhone. I mean, shoot, Andy Anderson's whole video part is filmed on an iPhone. I don't know if you know that or not, but Nigel Alexander usually films most of it. So, yeah, no excuses. Put that iPod, whatever, with a shoe, prop it up somewhere, or iPhone, not iPod. Prop it up somewhere and then get those clips. Hercules never ended up making this, but he got really broke. I thought I'd just throw this in so you could see the bales. He's a gnarly transition skater if you follow him on Instagram. I don't know how to say his actual name. We just call him Hercules. Every time I try to say his real name, I just butcher it. I'm sorry, Hercules, but I love you. Oh, Cy Romano board slid this is pretty sick. I think we went back there 6 different days just for him to get it. His dad helped him do it. His dad does stunt coordination, so he was like, yeah, here you go, you can do it. I'm like, oh, this is a little kid trying this gnarly rail. But yeah, Cy made it. Oh, here's another famous school in Huntington Beach, Seahawks. Man, I've been going here for like at least 20 years. It was pretty close to me when I lived in Huntington Beach. There's probably 4 or 5 spots at the Seahawks school. This is out in the Inland Empire, right next to a skate park, so you can walk at the skate park and then skate this rail. It's pretty small. I'm surprised we haven't seen more on this rail because it's an anytime spot. Anytime spot is a spot you can just go to during the week and on weekends. You don't get kicked out of it. Dude, he's going for broke. He was getting served on that rail. Poor kid, man. Everybody was just watching in awe. And Kelvin Offler coming over to see what's up. He's laughing because he knows what the pain is, like falling from doing that, because he was skating the rail with him, and obviously Kelvin's definitely felt that pain jumping down rails. The only thing about this rail is you do have to watch for traffic because you could get smoked, and you probably think, oh, nobody's going to come, but there have been some incidences with cars. What is this? The Brooklyn Rail? This is kind of a sketchy place. There's some gangsters that walk around this place. I think you can even skate this during the week. I've been there with on Instagram. The guy's name is Dr. Purple Teeth Hoops, and a lot of people. This is another spot I've probably been going to for 25 years. I think I even went there with Grant Patterson. I think he did a switch backside heel flip down it. Yeah, so he blew out his shoe, that's why he couldn't keep going. Also, he was getting pretty broke, but his shoe kind of exploded. So, this place is in downtown LA, right by the barracks and the best pizza place called Pizzanista. There's not much runway, but it's another one of those spots, anytime spot. You can go there during the week. I think the place is closed, or maybe this is the backside of the business and nobody's there. Yeah, but the runway is so short to get into there, and the runway out of it is pretty, yeah, you fall into that curve. You see Greg kind of rolls into that curve a couple times. You can see one of my favorite filmers, Michael Bell, in the background filming long lens. He is such good and high energy. He filmed the long lens clips. I hope he doesn't call me up and ask me to pay for it because it's on my YouTube. Maybe I can buy him lunch or give him some product. I think Michael Bell is also Spencer Semyon's favorite filmer. I think Spencer did tell me once, he's like, yeah, Michael Bell can film with anything. You give him a phone, you give him whatever you put into his hand, he's going to film and make it look amazing. It's, yeah, not the tools, it's the operator, baby. Michael Bell. There you go. Greg Rodriguez made it. Well, he didn't like the first one. I kind of like the other one that he made where he rolls into the street. And so now he's trying different tricks. I swear we came here with like 4 or 5 people. They were all jumping down this set. 'Cause it's kind of a small set, and you don't get kicked out, so it's kind of fun. I probably should take them there to warm up, film some YouTube stuff, and then head to another spot. Unless somebody's got a ridiculous trick that they could fling down this for a video part. So I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea, but I was trying to like give information about the spots and the people throughout the whole video. Instead of just you watching skateboarding, there's a little talking and information that goes behind it. Alright, I'm going to ask this. Can you leave a comment and let me know if I should keep doing this or not? Oh my god, I'm such a YouTuber. You know what I need? I need Dan Corrigan, because he can just talk the whole time. Like him. Oh, and you know who could really talk? Is Kenny, Uncle Kenny. That's sometimes in Dan's videos and the PAL videos, and he always films and gives us footage for YouTube. Kenny can talk like the whole day, and so can Dan. But I'm usually pretty quiet, so it's kind of definitely a lot tougher for me to like talk through the whole video. The cool thing, every time I go to Tampa Am, Greg is on my flight. The last 2 years, he's been on my flight there and back. It's so funny. I'm always seeing him in the airport, like, oh, hey. And then there's and Manny Santiago is always on my flight too. Actually, I sat next to Manny on the way to Tampa Am this year. That was pretty cool. Oh, look, Charlie filming, Andreas, John Bradford, Chris Height, not dressed all crazy before his crazy dress phase, Cole Pereira, Ryan Carrell trying the trick. Everybody, yeah, I think this was one day we just hit a bunch of spots. And then at the end, there's those, containers that we all piled up there so he could like roll through them and make the clip look, I don't know, we just did it for fun. Man, I miss Ryan Carrell on sessions. He's such good energy. I do like hanging out with that dude. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. So he just busts through that. Just, yeah. And then somebody came and stepped on John Bradford's glasses. Just smoked them. Oh man, that's so funny. Look how stoked everybody is after somebody lands a trick. Just every time. Just so supportive. Yeah, that's why we like skateboarding, huh? Is inward heel an NBD? Never been done? Oh, cool fact about Charlie Blair. He's welding on oil rigs right now. I tried to hit him up to come to Channel Street this week, and he's like, no, I'm on the oil rig for 2 weeks, and then he's got 2 weeks off, 2 weeks on. So he is, well, he's an apprentice. Oh, this is a pretty cool trick, the no slide nollie flip. Who's your favorite skater? She's going to have to translate for you.
誰が一番好きな？わかんない。好きなスケーター？アレクソジェンテが好き。Alex Sorgente, she says.
Alex Sorgente? Okay, is he goofy or regular?
Goofy. Goofy. He's goofy.
What are you?
Regular.
You're regular? Okay, sick. What's for breakfast, Carl? Oh yeah.